Oh man, this new Nintendo Direct looks so cool. So many cool new games coming out. I can't wait. This is gonna be the best year to be a Nintendo fan. Woohoo, nothing could go wrong. Alright, just real quick disclaimer, this video I'm doing with no script, no nothing. I'm just so infuriated that I have to talk about this fucking bullshit. Nintendo Switch 2 is such a scam!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
They're so greedy! I've talked about a lot of greedy people on this channel, but Nintendo now takes the #1 spot. They're like, yes, not only will we up our games from $60 to $70, fuck it, let's add another $10, they'll pay it, we're Nintendo! Ha ha ha! $80 games for the taking! God, Nintendo needs to make a masterclass on how to kill the hype from your fucking live stream with 5 easy words, $450. Wait, was that 5 words? I don't know. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because of the tariffs, it's because of this, it's because of that. Nintendo is $1 billion company. They can afford to lose a few fucking dollars. They're just pushing the costs onto the consumer because they know they can get away with it. And they put pre-orders on hold, saying, hey, so we might be charging even more. Who knows? Ooh, it's a secret. Shh. I'm like fucking blown away over here at all this fucking shit. Fucking Mario Kart, fucking $80. I mean, at least to a degree, this is fucking corporate greed. Like, and a lot of corporate greed. Cause Nintendo is Nintendo. They're the fucking ironclad. They think they can get away with it. But I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna get away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Anyone remember the Wii U? The Wii U, nobody does because nobody fucking bought one. That's why you don't remember it. The Wii U was the console to come after the very, very successful Wii that Nintendo tried to ride the wave on of the success of the Wii to create the Wii U, but in the process ended up killing the Wii U harder than they could have ever imagined. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen with the Switch 2 because they have gotten too big for their britches and they are charging in ridiculous prices and people are not going to pay that. I mean, there's definitely ridiculously enthusiastic fucking Nintendo fans that are fucking insane and will justify anything Nintendo does and give them their money. I mean, shit, Nintendo, just start a GoFundMe for your CEOs at this point. I'm sure there's plenty of Nintendo fans who would donate to it. But as I was saying, I think this is going to be a lot like the Wii U. Since it's a sequel of a console that already exists, that everybody has, people are going to see the Switch 2 with this insane price. If they would have had a reasonable price, I have no doubt in my mind that Nintendo Switch 2 would have been one of the most successful consoles that they have ever made. But they did not do that. They're gonna see the price of this console and they're gonna go, well, I already have a Switch and there's really not that many new things and it's not that big of an upgrade. So I think I'd rather save that money and just keep playing on my normal Switch. Especially because buying a Switch 2 means you're gonna sink even more money into even more expensive games. At least if I stick with my Switch 1, I only have to pay $60 for games, you know? That's a pretty good deal to me. I genuinely don't think I will be buying the Switch 2, which kind of hurts as a lifelong Nintendo fan. I've defended this company through thick and thin, out in the battlefields for Nintendo, like, you're not gonna take my company down. I love Nintendo. And after this, I can't even justify defending them anymore. What the fuck are they thinking? And the worst part is that this is going to set a precedent that, hey Sony, hey Microsoft, you can get away with charging $80 for your games. So charge away. You know what? GTA 6, how about instead of $100, we do $300 on the exclusive GTA 6 console that is $700 that only plays GTA. Seriously, jokes aside though, this is setting a terrible precedent for the community and what you can charge for games. If everyone sees this and everyone charges $80 games, say bye-bye to your fucking happy $60 to $70 games. Say hello to $80 to $90, and that's not even talking about how they're gonna probably charge more for physical editions. According to a lot of sources, they're going to be charging $90 instead of $80 for physical editions of games. I don't have exact credible sources on that, so I'm not 100% sure, but from what I have heard, that is what they are doing. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm not even fucking surprised! Not even a little bit! After that fucking announcement, I'd believe it if Nintendo said now you could sell your soul for fucking E-Bucks points or some shit. Every input on the controller now costs 5 cents. Game wisely. But we're doing it for you, the consumer. I really hope the Nintendo Switch 2 fails and they just go back to the old pricing. I love Nintendo. I'm a big Nintendo fuck face, okay? This hurts to shit on Nintendo this much. I made a whole video talking about how the games I want to see on the Switch 2. I'm like, yay, Nintendo Switch 2, let's go. These are all the shit I want to see on it. And then they do this shit. Now I want to see nothing on it because I don't want to see any of the things I suggested for $80 fucking dollars. They're gonna release Mario Odyssey 2 and I'm gonna fucking kill myself because I'm not gonna be able to play it because I'm not paying $450 and then another $80 fucking dollars just to play Mario Odyssey 2. It's not happening. And real talk, with the prices of everything going up nowadays and some people not even being able to afford to feed their fucking families, Nintendo, this is a scummy move. This is just really scummy on your part. There are people who are starving and can't feed their families, working endless 9-to-5 fucking shifts, sometimes multiple jobs, just to keep their family fucking stable. And you're over here like, yes, let's charge even more for games after your money is already worth less and you already can't afford food. If you want to play Mario to distract yourself from it all, that's going to be a quick $500. Say on the matter. Wait, no, there's one more thing. The Nintendo game cards. You know how games cards, they usually house like the game and you put it in there and you just play the game? Not anymore. At least for a lot of games. Nintendo, they don't like that. They don't like you actually having the game. So tisk tisk tisk. No bueno. So instead, you now can go to the store, pay $10 than you would for buying it digitally for a key card, which is the equivalent of buying a fucking empty game case with a code in it. That's the equivalent. And then you take it home and it doesn't have the actual game on it. It just has a code that gives you the privilege to download the game onto your console because Nintendo's just so generous. They're giving you that privilege to pay extra for the same thing with a key card that doesn't actually have the game on it. So if you had a key card and then way later down the line when the Nintendo Switch 2 networks go offline because Nintendo Switch 78 is out by then, that key card is now useless because it doesn't actually have the fucking game on it. And that basically means you cannot own the games anymore. You can't. There are going to be games that you just can't own. You just can't. Does anyone remember when the whole you will own nothing and you will be happy thing was going around? It's becoming true. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate the fact that you can't own things nowadays. It's fucking, that's a whole rant for a fucking another day. It's corporate greed. You can't defend this under its tariffs because even though Nintendo will have to pay more because of the tariffs, don't get me wrong, I'm not retarded. I know that's how that works. But they're a billion-dollar corporation that can afford to eat the cost so that the middle class can keep eating food and play Nintendo at the same time. Nintendo is supposed to be the cheap game brand, the family brand for cheap games. Nintendo sold units that were less powerful than the rest, but people didn't care because they were less money and the game exclusive. But they seem to have forgotten their place, like a lot of things certainly have as of recently. To think that they can now charge almost as much as a fucking PlayStation 5 for a Nintendo Switch with a few new features. I cannot say that I am a Nintendo fan anymore after this. If they lower the prices, I'll eat my words, but fuck you, Nintendo. You're a piece of shit. Oh yeah, you guys should totally like and subscribe, by the way, while you're here, just while you're here. So, no worries, but while you're here, like, subscribe, maybe, come leave a comment, tell me how handsome I am, all right, toodaloo, have a good day.